Today I want to talk about what it's like to go to a spin class here in Florida. It's a different vibe than uh, taking a spin class as I did in Charlotte, North Carolina, and taking like fitness classes in New York City. I just finished a class over there at Cycle Bar. For one, this is a shopping center, but there's palm trees everywhere. That decoration just makes me feel more like I'm on vacation. And the sun is still out a bit. That's more about global warming, but that adds to the feel. I think in NYC, um, there's a bit more of a stressful energy because it was dark at that point, and then rather than driving there, I have to take the uh, metro, which is convenient because I don't have to drive, but not convenient in the sense that it's like a 45-minute commute because you're probably not rich enough to live in Manhattan. At least I'm not. And on top of that, it's like, you're in the metro and you kind of have to close off a bit to the world. No one wants to talk to you. There's crazy people on the metro. So, you get there and then there are friendly people there, but it's definitely a bit more of a closed off environment. I just feel like the energy there is a little bit more closed off. Even like the women in the class are like, don't talk to me, a little bit more than here. Now, another thing is Charlotte. Now, Charlotte's kind of an in between because um, it's also pretty dark by the time you get there. Um, Also, it's less tropical, so you're basically driving straight to like a small shopping center, not this large one, and you just go to the class, you enter, you leave. It's a smaller class environment, less people in it, same general energy and decorations, but then you're out of the class and then everyone drives off and like it's empty again. It's almost like a small manufactured community. Whereas with something like this, at least this place here in Sarasota, Florida, wow, look at all those ambulances. Um, there's like generally some more activity. It feels more alive and authentic versus there. Um, and that's because Charlotte's more of a manufactured city because it's like a finance capital, and everyone moved in the last 10 years because of the banks that moved there. So a lot of the shopping centers I felt like I went to there were a bit more manufactured. They were either brand new but like kind of strangely like empty, or like if they were people there, they flowed in and out. Same with the city of Charlotte. Um, Now, still, I think every person has its perspective. So, there's plenty of locals who lived in Charlotte all their life, plenty of young people there, plenty of people who may prefer Charlotte to Florida. So it's a very subjective thing. And I don't know, just for me, if I were to just read the energies that resonate with me, so far it feels like, in terms of just general upbeat feelings, Florida takes the cake. Now, that said, of course, you have to factor in everything else. There's, energies, but then there's also like other stuff. Like, wow, this place does have a more carefree attitude and feeling to it, which is pretty nice. And plentiful parking too, which is also nice. I mean, I'm sick of like fighting for parking. You also have to consider like, hey, here too can be a bit slow paced, or not as fun or exciting, or sure, there's that energy, but once you get over the palm trees here, it ends up being your typical suburb area. I mean, there's like a highway or road here, Whole Foods over there, and then you know Xfinity and Buffalo Wild Wings over there. So yeah, ultimately the decision is up to you, but it's just interesting getting a slice of the North, East Coast, Mid East Coast, and Southeast Coast. So there's what I would say, but I think ultimately there's a lot of factors at play, and that's that.